Andy, happy birthday. Not a bad way to spend your 21st.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always good to get a win. I think my birthday's fallen on a couple of our games over the last 3 years, and I think it's the first time we've got the win, so it's a great way to celebrate it.
You've had a bit of a support crew here today to come and watch you. Can you tell us who's here?
I've got my girlfriend here and a few of my best mates from back home. It's always good when they can get down to the games.
You had 32 disposals today as well as 2 goal assists. How did you review your performance?
I think on the whole it was a great team performance. We had a lot of contributors across the board. I was really happy with how the young boys played tonight. I think we all lifted with a few key players going out, and moving on to next week. That's our benchmark now, and us younger guys are really pushing and really driving to increase the standards and I guess push those older guys to new levels.
It was a tight tussle there early on, but what do you think contributed to being able to get away from the Blues?
I think we just stuck to our system. We wanted to hunt the ball, we wanted to run, and we wanted to communicate, and we did all those 3 things really well throughout the night and stuck to it, and we knew we'd break him in the end, and it happened. So it was a really good performance.
You played half a season, seeing more minutes now through the midfield. How are you coping with that adjustment?
Yeah, going well. The body's a little bit tired now, but we get to reset again and face the Hawks in a fortnight's time, and I'm sure we'll enjoy the break, but also with the Hawks in the back of our mind.
The boys enter the break at 5 and 6. What have you made of the first half of the season?
I think we've been a little bit inconsistent and haven't really played, I don't think, a full game of Essendon footy yet. So I think it's exciting, but also a little bit disappointing, and hopefully we can turn a corner at the break and start to put more consistent performances together.
You saw it was tough to break down the Tigers last week in the wet. Do you think having that experience of matching the wet, like 2 weeks in a row, did that help you going into today?
Yeah, it definitely helps. We don't train too often in the wet. It's very windy out at Tullamarine, but it's not often that wet. So I guess having that experience of last week helped us, and we surged the ball forward a lot more than we usually would, just due to the conditions. But I guess experience pays dividends in the end.
Well done on the win, Andy. Rest up, and here's hoping for a big second half of the season.
Thank you very much.